Welcome to Deatholme. Well, since I assume the other video did as well as any other, um, I figured we'd take a look at another place that I think could be used as an outdoor Mythic Plus dungeon, and that would be Deatholme, which, as you can see, is in the Ghostlands, which by the time you're watching this, it should be healed and something completely different. Like here, you can see Windrunner Spire, another dungeon. There's Zulaman. We'll take a look at that tomorrow, or at least that's when you'll see the video. Um, so yeah, let's check it out and see how it would go. So um, already we got a lot of potential. It's nice, it's open, you've got a lot of places you can go. It's got various like downstairs areas that you can go to, but chances are it would just, be best to limit us to either this outdoor areas or inside the various, oh, what was that called? A butcher shop or something? That's a ziggurat, the various ziggurats and, abattoirs or whatever. Certainly you can have two giant abominations running around. Wow, did I really need to totally enunciate all of that? Um, yeah, so you can have two big abominations running around. They would be a great sort of throwback to, oh, that one undead blood elf that we get sent to kill here. That's part of my thought about this whole deal. Like, this would be such a nice spot that would be a great callback to, Blood Elf lore and Burning Crusade lore. I really like this. Do you notice how it changes the enchant of your axe to match your weapon enchant? I think that's a nice touch. But yeah, just this would be a fantastic little callback to what was at the time kind of the capstone before you left the Ghostlands and went off to Orgrimmar. So you can go around, fight the various critters you need to fight. Finally, end up here. They got that one big guy. Certainly, expand out these rooms, make them bigger. Just oh hey, there's the apprentice guy. Oh yeah, I guess he's not dead. Good for him. It's gonna be waiting a while for someone to wake him up, and nobody doing these starter areas anymore, which is a real shame because I think the starter areas were far more interesting than the little starter island that we go to now. But yeah, you can have all sorts of little critters around here, going around, kill, anywhere from 3 to 5 bosses, finally ending up facing, oh, let's see if we can even find him. There's someone that can be a boss. And it would be rather funny if we ended up having a boss that was just one tiny little dude. Yeah. I think he's in here. Yeah. Looks like a place where you'd find a boss. Down in the Tower of the Damned. One thing that would be kind of hard is this is very, very narrow, and I'm not sure how well that might work. But yeah, so here you've got Darkhan Drathir. And oddly enough, like, could you imagine fighting a boss in a room this tiny? Like, they could do something really interesting with that, with, blocking out various amounts of the room. Like, with the add-on changes, they've definitely kind of embraced zonal denial of areas. Stuff that makes it a little harder for you to get around. So in a much smaller room, they could really do something with that that was a little more intense. Possibly having like just rot damage going along, maybe various void zones or plague zones, or just redesign that particular room and a little bit of this area and make it a little more, difficult to get around or a little more open in those areas so that way, certainly make it easier to get to the bottom of the Tower of the Damned. Kind of want to do something like this with my house now. Um, but yeah, make it easier to get to the bottom of the Tower of the Damned, a little more of an open arena. But yeah, they could really do a lot with all of that, and I think it would be a fun little callback. And really, like, when's the last time we really saw architecture like this since Burning, or since Wrath of the Lich King? Even Wrath of the Lich King didn't really have anything that was this, you know, tight with all of the various butcheries and ziggurats and oh gazebos, obelisks, all this kind of packed in tight. So I really think this area could be one that you could easily turn it into an open air dungeon and, thin out the mobs, but give them, larger packs. So like put this guy with the spider guy with a couple other dudes. I think that'd be pretty cool. What all do you think? Let me know and like, comment, subscribe, and oh, please find the man that put the bop in the bop shabop shabop.